Welcome to the Rock Bowl, everybody. I'm Jason.
I'm Nick.
I'm Kyle.
That was severely
Jesus.
delayed.
Yeah, but it was.
He's
Yeah, I'm new, so why would I go second? Like I'm like that. This is your fault.
you went third.
Yeah, I should go
You
third.
went third.
I'm the third edition of the podcast.
Yeah, he's got the third billing.
Hold on a second. Jason went first. I went second.
Yeah, but there was a
There
pause.
was a delay.
Yeah, you
There
were
was a
like
big delay.
you completely forgot what we were doing.
He forgot what we were doing. It's called a podcast.
Guys, I'm gonna jerk off in the background if you keep this up.
We'll put it on
He's
YouTube.
Speaking of jerking off, I gotta say something on Instagram that you can now send in your jizz and have jewelry made of it for your girlfriend or wife.
Nice.
Is that something you'd be interested in? I don't know if I would.
You wouldn't be interested in receiving it, or you wouldn't be interested in sending it in to make a gift for your wife.
I don't know if I'm gonna make a donation to have my sperm made into earrings for my wife to wear all around town.
I feel like you need a lot of sperm, because when that shit dries up, it just becomes like just a white mat of nothing.
Well, they mix it in with like some sort of clay.
Oh, okay.
Is it really funk anymore?
What?
I'm still kind of. That seems like a weird request.
A weird way.
A weird way. Yeah, a weird.
Gives a whole new meaning to a pearl necklace.
Yeah, right. It would. It would. But would you really do it?
I don't think I would.
I don't know. I wouldn't.
My wife.
Because now, what if they don't use all of it and they leave that shit at a crime scene, and for some reason your sperm is now in Tokyo, and you're like, I've never been to Tokyo, but sir, your semen is clearly at the scene of the crime.
Well, it just so happened to be that I sent some of my semen to Japan to have jewelry
Like, who's
made.
gonna?
Yeah, nobody would believe that at all.
Yeah. My wife wanted a pearl necklace. I took that to another level. No.
I don't think I'd do it.
I'm passing.
What I would do is trade out her face lotion on April Fool's Day, though.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be really good for you.
For the skin?
Yeah.
It's like moisturizing, right?
Yeah, you'd be doing her a favor. You're welcome. You can have
welcome.
You can have this every
You're
night.
29 for the rest of your life.
But here we are.
Yeah, no, I can do it.
So,
Can you guys see my raccoon eyes? Can you see my raccoon eyes real bad?
No.
No.
Okay, well, we went to a football game on Saturday, and we're facing the sun constantly, and it's like I feel like Harvey Two-Face.
Oh, did you go to Columbus and watch Penn State get their ass whooped?
No, I went to my daughter's school for parent week.
Darn.
Yeah.
That's a good topic.
Why would I go
Because
watch that game?
I mean, it's a great game.
Buckeyes fan.
Wasn't that in?
No, it was in Columbus,
It was in Columbus.
Missouri?
Ohio.
Ohio.
I don't think there is a Columbus, Missouri.
I think there might.
There is.
I bet there is.
Or maybe it's Columbia.
Col-
I'm gonna fucking Google it.
Okay, well,
Columbus.
fucking, I maybe there is, maybe there isn't. Bottom line, I would never go to
There is
Ohio.
a Columbus, Missouri. There's also Columbus, Mississippi. Hello to listeners if you're from those places.
Great shout out.
Great.
This is a great shout out for our 46 followers. Hey, Facebook's doing really well.
Facebook is taking off.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Facebook. Let me pull it up real quick.
Has a shit ton. However, since Facebook is blowing up.
We are at 55 followers and 54 likes on Facebook.
So
What
we have
the shit?
7
That's 3
total
days.
subscribers. 7 total subscribers on YouTube right now. But I think
Since we,
no, that's overall. But I think once we start getting these podcasts on the Facebook, those will start increasing as well. But 111 views so far on YouTube with all the podcasts that we have on there. Average or watch time, we have over 11 hours of view time.
Watch out.
what?
Moving up.
Check-
So let's get there.
Move
You're
So-
to the
on-
east side.
you're skipping out there again, Nick.
I don't know what the fuck is up my audio. Maybe I should just deep throat my mic here. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, a little bit.
If I hold it, look at this right here. I'm seeing like Axl Rose.
Yeah.
All right. Is that better? I don't know why I cut out so bad.
Yeah,
Is it better since I got right into the mic?
It sounds better, but I don't necessarily know if it's working better. But anyway, what did you do this week? Where did you go?
You asking me?
Yeah,
You asking me?
yeah.
I went up to we went up to Grand Junction at McKenzie.
Oh, okay.
My oldest daughter, freshman, out there to Colorado Mesa. I also told her roommates and friends, listen to the cast.
Yeah.
No, as far as I'm aware of, I don't know.
All
right.
They're gonna watch this up until that point right there.
They'll be like, well, Mackenzie, your dad and his friends were cool. But sorry.
Yeah, they're just stupid.
Your dad's pretty cool. I like that Kyle guy with that Jason with the scissoring motion. That was a little much.
It is.
But no, so we cooked all the kids dinner. We had them over for dinner. I think it was Friday night, and then we took them all to dinner Saturday. Or a group of the roommates. Yeah, we took them all out, and then we had I'm sorry, maybe I had my days wrong. Thursday we had them all over for dinner. Friday we took them all, small group out for Mexican, and then just had another small dinner on Saturday before we took off this morning. So
That sounds like a great week of family time.
it was good. It was fun. It was great. Watched the football game. It was awesome. So
They're what, D2?
yeah, they are.
Yeah, that's probably better football anyway.
I'll tell you what though, the fun moment of that game was there was a unsportsmanlike conduct, and the coach pulled the kid off the field, much like it was probably like football, growing up. Coach would grab him and just like he was jerking him all over that field, just trying to. Man,
I thought you were about to say he was jerking them off.
he wasn't.
He was jerking them off, wasn't he?
all over the field. I like.
think they get the white lines.
That's exactly where my mind went too.
Well, I mean, if you go to college age kids jerking off, then we can have that talk later on.
Fair enough.
Hey. It's college. I'm sure there's a lot of jerking off in the dorms.
What'd you do this week?
Gotta be.
AJ?
Worked
Hold on, scan.
all week. That's it. It's pretty boring.
Yeah, me
But
too.
Friday night went out.
No,
Casino. So we went up to the casino. Jennifer lost some money, but thanks to me, I recouped it. So we wound up back even. So yeah, me.
what'd you guys play? Blackjack.
No, just freaking
This is a really refreshing Coca-Cola Zero.
Ooh,
not a sponsor.
not an official.
Oh, but
Not
we're
an
looking.
official sponsor.
But we're looking. If you're
Yeah,
interested.
not an official sponsor. And Coke products are far superior to the other brand.
Uh,
Mm, I'm a Dr. Pepper straight guy. I don't do anything else but Dr. Pepper.
My sister Heidi, shout out, she drinks Dr. Pepper by the 2-liter bottles daily, and that's all she drinks.
I used to.
That ain't
I know.
healthy.
When I was, so he knows where I'm going with this. When I was probably 7, maybe 8 years old, him and his buddy were at my parents' house, and he was probably still in high school, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, they were playing video games or something on the TV downstairs, and Jay had like 2 Dr. Pepper bottles sitting there, and I asked him if I could have a drink, and he's like, "Oh yeah, sure." Not paying attention to me, paying attention to whatever he was doing, playing the video game or whatnot. So I picked up the bottle that was probably 3/4 of the way full, thinking. Actually, I wasn't even thinking. I just picked it up, and I cracked her open, and I started a gulp, just started taking it right down. Turns out that sucker was full of chew spit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've done it to myself too.
Oh yeah, me too.
I'm sure
Yeah.
everyone who's ever done it before has
fucking-
drank their own shit before.
Now
What
I
was
get. Yeah, you cut out again.
I say I'm pretty sure everybody has chewed before, has drank their own spit before.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, I still do it now to this day. I'll get it up and I'm right back down into the bottle it goes. That ain't the right one.
For a while there, I used to, before I quit, I was probably shouldn't say this if anybody from the, well, fuck it, I'm retired. I used to dip right there in the clinic, just fucking gut check it all day.
Yeah, I think that was. I mean, it wasn't frowned upon until later on, like the late, I don't know, 2015s or so.
Well, it was frowned upon in the hospital, but hell with them.
Why? Because you're supposed to be preaching healthy living.
Yeah, well, the commander one time, he's like, "Are you chewing?" And I reached in there, pulled down my lips. I'm like, "No, look." And the whole wad of chew is right under my fucking finger.
So you
And
just
then
had
I
one
pull
big.
it out like that.
You just had one
One
big
big
chooser.
Yeah. And he's like, "All right, it just smells like it." I was like, "Yeah, I just come in from outside." So, and he's like, "Oh, I didn't realize you did that." Right on.
What does that have to do with anything?
What?
Just come in from outside. Like, how did he fall for that?
The smoke pit? Outside of the smoke pit?
But I also feel
There's a
like
difference between smoke.
Yeah. Big difference
A
between
smoke?
smoking, going outside, and
No,
smelling.
no, but like chewing tobacco and stuff you had to go to the same smoke pit. So like the smokers were on one side, the dippers were all standing in. So like it was the tobacco use area, we'll say.
Fair enough.
So I was like, yeah, just come in from outside that smoke pit. That was the dumbest thing. Like, you remember early military. I don't know about Kyle because he was in the reserves, but
The army.
yeah, the Army reserves.
So did you guys
Somebody's
watch like
gotta
G.I.
do
Joe rerun?
Yeah, pretty much that's all drill weekend was. Just smoking
Fucking
if you got 'em.
drinking.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, lots
Being
of
all
drinking.
you
Yeah. In the army.
We heard about your PT. Yeah, I ain't doing your PT test.
Well, never again.
Yeah.
Okay,
no,
so we're
like, early in the military, it was just everybody like dipped everywhere.
Yeah.
You were walking around. People smoked in. The fucking F-16s used to have ashtrays in them.
most planes did. I mean, until later on in life. Thanks,
And
Obama. That wasn't
yeah,
really when they did that.
And when they did the seat mods, they just fucking tack welded all the fucking ashtrays shut.
Yeah.
So you couldn't open them anymore. But it was cool. I remember pilots, they'd be sitting in the cockpit, just fucking smoking and fucking the whole inside of the fucking jet just be covered in. You open that thing up, you're like,
Don't they have
Like,
like
fucking bar in here.
don't they have like fresh oxygen that flows through?
Only if
They
turn
do.
it off.
That's yeah. You got to like activate the bottle, and it's hooked to your mask and everything. But yeah, they don't turn it on until
They start pulling
shuts.
you or whatever. Yeah, but
Yeah.
you can keep it off. Like when I got my incentive ride, I kept the fucking thing off the entire time until we were flying back after getting thrown around for fucking about 35, 40 minutes. Then you're just coming back and your stomach and everything has time to settle. So you're like, oh, you just fucking put it on 100%. But that was one of the best things about being on the flight line is when you were hungover or whatever the case may be, you just go out to the fucking
Go there and
airplane,
drink.
put that son of a
Yeah.
bitch on 100% and just start sucking O2, and you're good probably within like 5-10 minutes. Times. I guarantee. Oh, we've talked about this before. I guarantee my mom, my dad probably thought I had the world's worst drinking problem because every time I come home on leave, they'd do a story. It was, oh, we were drinking. Even when Kyle came over to Italy and got a fucking tattoo, you know, a lot every the, the night we got there, fucking dog tired. We went out drinking.
Yep.
And then he was there for a month or two, I think.
6 weeks, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think there was a night that he didn't go out drinking.
No, there wasn't. Even when you went back to work, I went out drinking by myself because I could. There was plenty nights at the Cal bar and I was there by myself.
Shout out to the California bar in Aviano, Italy.
Yep.
I was taking a couple of twos home.
No, I didn't take anybody home. There was this one girl though. She was a big girl that Jay tried getting me to go home with the first night. It was the first night, and I
don't remember.
Oh, I was blacked out on Jaeger. So, fun story too. That was the first time that I had ever driven a manual car on a roadway. Was in Aviano, Italy. The first night I was there, Jay came up and he goes, "Kyle, I'm too drunk to drive home." So the first time I ever drive a manual car is on the wrong side of the road in a completely different country where you can't read any of the speed signs or anything. And he's like, turn left here.
In retrospect, the bar we were at was not that far from my house.
And we still
probably should have just said, I know, we probably should have said, you know what,
Why would you even drive? Just walk.
We were tired. We were tired. That's my story.
Yeah, I don't even remember that evening, to be honest with you, other than the fact I remember the initial part when my buddies come in and just jumped on us like, come on, fuckers, let's go out and drink it. There was a bar right across the street from my house.
We never went there.
Shout out.
We never went there.
Shout out Boobies, Italy. Aviano, Italy. That dude was awesome, the owner of that bar. When I got home from Iraq, that dude brought over a case of Red Bull and a 2-liter bottle of fucking it had one of them bar taps on it that only allows you to pour drinks a certain way. So I had to snap that fucker off so I could just pour regular.
I could probably count on one hand how many times I've drank in Jaeger since I went to Italy. I drank so much Jaeger while I was there. And
dude,
then
Jaeger's and you pick it up. Birthday. You don't want to touch it again.
Yeah, on my
21st birthday.
Yeah, that was bad too.
Yeah.
I probably had one or two Jaeger bombs since then.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you the last time I had a Jaeger bomb.
I think I had it. The last time I had Jaeger was ALS graduation back in like 2004, something like that, and it was.
Would you come over? 2006. I think so. Because I was in Iraq in 5. So it had to have been 2006. That's
He's
22 or
he's probably
21.
listening to you right now. I was seeing if Kyle was even listening to you because he's just staring off into Britney space.
Yeah, no, I was debating on whether or not I had to sneeze, and I did have to, but I Britney spaced it off.
He's looking at that circle light that he has, and it reminds him of a gentleman's old ring.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm getting turned on right now.
Yeah.
So,
I do have to move it. It is an eyesore.
yeah.
Is
It's
it blinding?
No, it's not blinding. Like if I put it right next to my camera, like that, it is distracting as hell.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You were blinded by the light.
And I was wrapped up like a douche.
That's like a douche.
Man, I did something to my eye, man. It is like it hurts. I think it's like cut or
Filthy
something.
sailors, they move from port to port.
Dirty little buggers.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So,
So yeah, Kyle had a Halloween party.
I did. Saturday yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, it looked fun.
It was fun.
Was that your-
Yeah, sorry.
How was the prosciutto?
What's that?
How was the prosciutto? Or no, that was you, Jason, wasn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh,
Fuck yeah.
I
What did you
had
think of that thing?
I had a lot of prosciutto at the Halloween party. One of Lauren's friends and one of my friends made a whole charcuterie board, and she actually got like a decorative skull, and she wrapped the whole thing in prosciutto, and it lit up. So prosciutto's so thin, when she lit it up, it looked like just like muscle tissue on the skull. It was actually really cool.
Yeah, we were gonna do that. We were gonna go get a mask and lining in the inside of the mask with the prosciutto and do that. And it says you put olives for eyes and shit like that. But I was like, yeah, fuck it. The hand looks cool. So we kind of modeled my hand a little bit, like widthwise, and just made that fucking thing. It looks badass.
Yeah, it came out real good.
I am not a prosciutto
Looks
guy.
totally different. You're fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah, you're pretty. That's nuts.
I'm not a fan.
That's fuck, man. It is so good on like a pizza with mushrooms.
So I was saying the exact same thing last night because there was a guy at the party and he's like, I'm not a big fan. It was my buddy Josh. He goes, I'm not a big fan of prosciutto, and I like you don't like salty ham? I mean, that's all it is. It's just
We could break out.
salty ham.
Let's break out into a 40-year-old virgin thing. I know you're gay because you like prosciutto.
You know how I know you're gay? Because you don't. Yeah.
I
It's
can't,
like
I can't believe
millions
you
of
don't like
people in the
prosciutto.
like, yeah. I know. It is so good.
Okay. Here's the deal. I've never actually had it. It's just one of those meats.
Motherfucker!
This is
What the heck did you
terrible.
say?
You don't
It's
like
one-
it.
It's one of those meats that turns me off. I'm sorry, I won't eat it.
But if it's in the shape of a hot dog, he'll fucking
Yeah.
bubble that thing
Yeah.
down.
Deep throat
Like
that shit.
Kobayashi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fill a hot dog with
With
prosciutto,
prosciutto?
and then I'm gonna send it to you and be like, you gotta try this. One of the best hot dogs I ever ate. And you're gonna take that glizzy right down your throat hole, and you're gonna love it. It would
No,
take
it
a
was-
lot of prosciutto to grind up and put in a hot dog.
Yeah,
Oh, I
it
thought you
was.
were just gonna like cut a hot dog open, scoop all the other stuff out, and just stuff it.
No, I wouldn't want you to know. Like
You think I-
It's gonna-
first bite,
Hold
you bite into it, you're gonna see prosciutto, and you're like, this motherfucker.
You think that I inspect my meat that much before I put it in my mouth? No.
He prefers it dirty and
But you would definitely be weary for receiving one single hot dog from a guy in Pennsylvania.
one hot dog.
No. I would.
It's it.
I'll take
Don't
candy.
these normally come in packs of 8?
Look at this. It's a free hot dog.
Someone sent me a hot dog from Penny.
Oh, it's a Polish sausage.
Yeah.
What kind of beer you got there?
It's a Kona something. A
I'm
Kona
telling
Light.
you,
It's a Kona Light Blonde Ale.
there's
You're one of those guys, huh?
I'm not a beer snob, but I do like certain beers.
J2. I can't do craft
what?
beers. I hate craft beers. Can't stand them.
I don't like IPAs. Don't get me wrong.
I don't like IPAs either. They're too hoppy.
I don't like IPAs. I don't like stouts. I don't like. So I will.
Stouts are hit and miss.
They're all miss.
There's some really good ones. But it's coming from a guy who drinks fucking Bush, the nectar of the gods. Bush.
I eat Bush.
They don't call it the nectar of
Yeah.
the gods for no reason.
Yeah, it's just
Bush?
Bud Light's. It's just Bud Light's gay brother.
Bush is the most disgusting beer you could ever put in your hand next to Keystone Light.
That's a terrible thing to say. There's a lot worse. There's a lot worse beers out there than Bush.
You,
You know it too, Jake.
there's a lot.
When I left it in your camper, it was good enough for you to drink.
Yeah,
There's a list of 99 beers.
Sorry, I'm gonna drink it.
Bush is number 100.
Yeah, that's
No.
not bad.
No, that's not true.
Out of all the beers in the world, Bush makes top 100. I'll take them odds any day. That's a good damn beer. It is.
Ah,
Um,
that's the kind of shit you
I would.
Go
I
ahead.
wouldn't rate it that low. Hell
Yeah.
no.
See,
I've had too many good beers in my life. Sorry.
Natty is worse than fucking
Natty
Busch.
is 199. It's so far down, it's not even there.
So I will agree that I've had better beer. I too have had better beer, especially in Europe. Europe was probably my best beer experience ever. But on a date,
Shout out to Oberdorfer.
yeah, Lauren tried getting me that for Christmas, and it is very hard to get here in the States.
My favorite that is that I'm gonna say that's probably my favorite beer that I've ever had worldwide. Oberdorfer.
Really?
Yeah, that's number one on my list. I only ever
Mine-
had, I had 3 of them.
Mine is
The
Singha.
Belgian
If you ever get a chance to have a Singha, man, have a Singha.
thing, pal.
It's the Thailand beer. It's like their national beer. Oh man, it's so fucking good.
Then there's another beer. It's called Kilkenny. It's made
Alright.
by the same company that makes Guinness.
It's called Killian's.
Yeah, Killian.
No, it's not Killian's. It's called Kilkenny.
I thought you just called Killian's Kilkenny.
No, it is called Kilkenny.
The Irish Red?
Yeah, it's called Kilkenny. They had it in the only place I've ever gotten it outside of Europe was in the Irish pub in New York, and Las Vegas.
I love Irish pubs.
They had it on tap, and I was like, oh, I almost nutted in my pants when I drank that fucking beer. That is probably close to number one, if not tied for number one in my personal opinion.
Going back
And
to
then-
Natty Light though, I'd rather have a Red Dog than a Natty Light.
Do they even make Red Dog anymore?
They do
I
not.
had not seen that.
I haven't seen this since
I
high
haven't
school.
seen that since like I was about to say I haven't seen that since like the 90s. That was some shit beer too.
Well, it was like Red Dog, and what was the one that came out around the same time? It was like the competitor for it.
I don't know because
Red-
the guys either had
Red Dog is still
Red Dog?
being made.
Red Dog is still being made.
Yep.
Was it only sold in Rhode Island?
Nope, it is for a 40 ounce for a 24 ounce can is $1.79.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! A buck 79.
Have you all ever had a Steel Reserve?
Yeah, Steel
No.
Reserve was like my big high school beer.
every Friday we were stationed in North Carolina, I would stop off at the shopette because everything would fall apart on a Friday night, and we'd be there until forever. Well, it turned into a beer night quicker than hell. I'd stop in the shopette, being a poor ass airman. All right, I'd be like 2 cases of Steel Reserve because it came in like the 24s or something like that. Oh man, we would kill that.
We were drinking Natty Ice as an airman.
That's pretty bad.
You know how I know you're
Yeah.
gay? Because you drink Natty Ice.
Yeah.
So I agree that Busch isn't the greatest beer. Back to the original topic here, but
It's not that bad.
it is not that bad, and it's a good everyday drinking beer. Like, it's not
You know
something
what
that I've
pisses me
ever gotten
off?
sick. I used to drink Miller Lite like it was going out of style, and that shit gives me the worst headaches that I could ever imagine.
It's like Coors Light for me.
Carissa has family in Wisconsin. They start drinking Busch. I'm not even joking. At like 8 o'clock in the morning, and they don't fucking stop until like 10 o'clock. It's like
You know,
bedtime. It's
They don't stop until the fucking cops show up and their sisters are pregnant.
But I mean, that's just
Right.
that's just how good Busch is. You can drink that shit all day.
Hook 'em hard!
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
definitely a good beer.
There's a beer that I think the only place I ever drank it was France. It's called like 1776 or something like that. That was a good beer too.
That was a good year.
that is a great year.
Great America.
That's the year George Washington said, "Hold my beer."
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, hold my beer. I'm gonna cross this frozen river. And I'm gonna kill these German
Yeah.
fuckers.
I think it was German.
No, it was.
They were German. Look it up.
Were they German? Did we take the Germans on in our homeland first?
No, we were fighting the British, but the British were running low on numbers. So
They-
they brought in the Germans.
Yeah, they hired the big ass dudes. Yeah,
So when they crossed the river, they were actually fighting the Germans.
You know, like when people say our last name, I'm pretty proud to say, yeah, I'm German. But if you look at German history, it is not good.
thanks, Hitler.
We're pretty
It's-
terrible people.
We've talked about it before. One of the funniest episodes of not South Park, Family Guy, is when they travel to Europe and they're in Berlin, Germany, and they're looking at like a history of Germany. And they're like, what happened in 1939 to 1945?
You cut out just
They just-
said that.
You cut out
Yeah,
the
they just
punchline.
complete. They were on vacation.
Oh.
They fucking erased everything from 1939 and 1945 in their history.
It's probably. for
But
the
you
best.
look at like European history. The Germans were the instigators for both world wars. So, yeah, kudos Germany. Which we have a huge following on Spotify in Germany, so we love our German. Yeah.
We
Sorry.
love our German.
It was starting to echo. It was starting to echo, so it kind of threw me off.
Gotcha.
We love our German community.
Yeah, we're Germans.
I have family that live in Wiesbaden.
What are you, Nick?
I don't know what the fuck I am. I need to get my son to take the 23andMe test that is underneath the bathroom cabinet thing.
You ever
Yeah.
watch basketball?
A long, it's been like decade.
Had to speak San Francisco.
I don't know what the fuck Goulds are. I think we're probably a mixture of, probably 1944-ish German/Jew combo.
Wikipedia says that the Gold last name origin comes from Scotland and Ireland.
Ooh,
That's
don't
not.
they
Oh,
hate?
that's why you're a drinker.
Didn't they? Yeah, that's why I'm a drinker. Didn't they hate each other back in the day?
They did.
So I'm pretty sure that there was a Romeo and Juliet story. If that's
Yeah.
all, Crew.
Yeah, Rebel.
Yeah.
Or it could have been the exact opposite too. I mean,
Maybe I'm to the dude that played Braveheart, whatever his name was.
No, you're not.
William Wallace.
You're not.
No.
You're not that cool.
You're not William Wallace.
Yeah, cool.
You're in the Air Force, dude.
Stop it. I'm probably gonna, Caden's gonna take that test and it's gonna show up that we're related, like Margaret Thatcher or something.
You've had Michael Che or Mikey Che and that Saturday Night Live skit. They were talking about Rosa Parks Day, and the punchline for that joke was the uppity black person who wouldn't get up from the bus. Oh, that Saturday Night Live when they're trying to bust their, they write the jokes for each other where they're just trying to make them fucking crack.
Oh, the
That
weekly
shit's
news.
fun.
The weekly news.
Yeah, weekly update.
Yeah.
Talking about the one where they write the jokes for the opposite guy.
It's
Justin.
It is
Yeah.
it is nice to see that there can still be dark humor in this world and it can be televised, because if you were to take like stuff back in the 90s and maybe even early 2000s, perfect movie, Tropical Thunder.
Yeah.
If you tried to make Tropic Thunder now,
oh dude,
and the dude played another dude trying to be playing another.
yeah,
Even Robert Downey Jr. said you couldn't make that movie today. Like even Blazing Saddles, one of the best all time.
Yeah.
You could never make that movie today.
the
Spaceballs.
sheriff. He says the sheriff is near.
The bell rings every time he says it. I love it. Yeah, that was a great movie.
That is. Yeah, it's a shame the way our world's going, I suppose, but
Yeah.
we
What
gotta
you
live
put
it.
in it?
I think it'll
What
sell.
brain did you, Young Frankenstein? What brain did you put in the monster?
Abby Normal.
Abby. Abby Normal.
You're telling me that you put an abnormal brain into this monster?
7 foot monster.
I feel like even Step Brothers would be a hard movie to pass on, like
Uh,
today.
Yeah, especially.
When he's in,
fuckers.
yeah, is that when they're in the lawn and they're like he's dressed as a Nazi and the other guy's
Yeah.
dressed as KKK?
I got lots of
You got a
fertilizer
lot of
for you.
Yeah.
Uh,
He just died a couple minutes ago. He's rocking him in a shower curtain.
It's just like
Oh,
Cold Case
okay.
Files. It's just like Cold Case Files.
I don't know. How many times have you seen that fucking movie?
Quite a few. There was a time when I could pretty much recite the whole movie word for word.
I can't even tell you. I know I've seen that movie over 50 times.
Oh, easy. Me and Lauren just
Easy.
watched Forrest Gump because I had told her what I was going to be for Halloween, and she's like, "Oh, I've never seen it." Well,
What was she?
she was
he was Ginny with AIDS.
no. She was it was a SpongeBob
Jenny
thing.
didn't have. Jenny didn't have AIDS.
She 100% had AIDS. What do you
He
think
was
she had?
died of AIDS.
She had Hep C.
No, she had AIDS.
No.
Because
No.
it was 100% AIDS. Because when the movie was made, it captured everything that was in that era, and AIDS.
Yep.
AIDS was the prominent disease in that era.
In the
AIDS
80s.
was the prominent disease in the 80s. But what I'm saying
And when
is,
did, hey,
how come Little Forrest didn't have it?
because he never had sex with her.
Oh, what? Big
Little
Jenny.
Forrest,
dumb.
she got
Right, bro.
she got AIDS after she had slept with Forrest, and then she comes back
According
5
to
years later.
According to www.screenrant.com, Jenny dies from hepatitis C in the
Oh, wow.
Forrest Gump.
Okay, let me look something up real quick.
I guarantee you that is not true. Because when that
Let's
happened,
say-
it was like, oh
What's
shit.
clear is that Denny dies of hepatitis C in this, or this is the books. And in the second book, she dies of AIDS, and while she dies of AIDS in the movies, even though it was only implied, they never really said what she
Yeah.
would died of.
Yeah, and the implication
She
is
was
AIDS.
discovered in 1989.
Exactly. The height of AIDS was the late 80s. Boom. Someone get Tom Hanks on the podcast right now.
Jay
Okay.
just proved himself wrong. In the second book, she dies of Hep C, and while she dies of AIDS in the movie, even though it was only implied, yeah, it was implied that
It's
she had AIDS.
implied, but she died from Hep C. Because if she had AIDS, full blown out AIDS, wouldn't Little Forrest have full blown out AIDS?
No, because she
Matter of fact, wouldn't Forrest himself have the HIV?
no, because they never slept together after the fact.
After he got her knocked up with Little Forrest, they never touched
No.
the bee again.
No.
He knocks
He
her.
got it from fucking doing needles when she almost fucking jumped off the building.
Maybe, or she was sleeping around and she got AIDS after.
So I'm saying it was intravenous drug use from the 70s, and she got Hep C, not the AIDS. We'll just say she had AIDS C.
AIDS C. There you go. And I'm blaming Gerald
Yeah,
Ford
no.
for it.
Yeah, and AIDS comes first, even in your name. So I think deep down you realize it was AIDS.
Yeah, she had HIV.
See.
She had HIV C.
She had full blown AIDS.
What if she just said,
Well,
what if we
when
just-
she fucked
just
Forrest,
say-
she had the HIV. And therefore, Forrest would have had the HIV.
what if we just say she had high C, guys? Okay, we'll just leave it at that.
It was ectoplasmic cooler. The green shit. Ecto cooler.
I don't know.
Flashback to the 80s.
Ginny
wasn't around.
Slime.
She was hanging around with Freddie Mercury, and that's why she had AIDS.
Ginny was a slut. He liked to sing on stage naked.
Why do you sound like you're 500 miles away from your mic?
You didn't even say nothing there. Your mic isn't picking up any Forrest
It
voice.
is getting worse.
He's a slut.
Your mic
was
has
a-
age right now because it's getting down.
Yeah.
It's going downhill.
He was a hose bag.
She was.
She was.
And you gotta feel bad for
She
Forrest.
treated him like, I know, she treated him like shit for the longest fucking time, and then fucking, he's like, I'm feeling kind of horny. Let me go in here and rape the fucking Rita.
So this is the direction the podcast is going.
Yeah.
First say she has Forrest. Did your penis also have like supports as a child?
I mean, he did ruin her roommate's bathrobe in college.
Uh,
Yeah, she knew what a junk contained.
but here's
So
what,
here's my question.
okay.
I think it's probably kind of the same thing that I was gonna say, is that he couldn't even handle grabbing her tit without nutting. The fuck did he fucking plow her?
Yeah, and it was years. It was years afterwards.
If you get that first nut out of the way, you get that stomach thing out of the way, you're solid, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we're talking years, so
I mean,
maybe Forrest was a one pump chump. Who knows?
He jerked off a lot in Vietnam. You don't know.
I bet. He was probably
Sometimes-
maybe even after the
Sometimes
hospital.
Bubba would put the raincoat over my head so I could do it in the dark.
I was coming sideways. I was coming up and down.
I'm gonna go ahead and lean my back up against you. You just go ahead and lean your back up against me, and we'll just jerk
Why
off
does it feel
together.
like somebody? Why does it feel like a paint shaker back there?
Bubba, what are you doing?
Bubba, I use my right hand, you use your left hand. That way our elbows don't knock each other in the mud.
Bubblegum Company.
In all seriousness, Forrest Gump's probably one of my favorite movies ever made.
I watch it. If it's on, I'll watch it. Like if there's nothing else on.
But how sad is Forrest that he's only ever been laid once in his entire life that they show, and that's it.
So okay, so here's the.
Are you saying you want a miniseries?
I'm just saying he has a middle singer.
So, but where do you draw the line? Like, if you were to take, would you take his life to be laid one time? Would you be a gazillionaire? In his own words, would you be a gazillionaire to only have sex one time?
Sorry, Lieutenant Dan. She tasted like cigarettes.
I would do it. I would. I complain about it
He almost
now.
did hook up with a whore.
Sex one time to be a gazillionaire? I'd do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. He's probably. Yeah, I'm guessing I would too. However, now I have the AIDS.
Yeah. What's the least amount of money you'd suck a dude off for?
I think
we've had this debate. We've had this topic. Like the going question on the around the flight line was, would you suck a guy off for $1 million?
Yeah. You'd have to give me $1 million to stop sucking. Yeah.
I would eat half up front and then half 5 seconds later.
No, you guys are not.
What's
$1 million?
the
$1 million? Yeah. What's the least amount you do it for? $1 million? Like I'm telling you, put $100,000 cash in a briefcase in front of me. I'm doing it. That's life changing money. That's a new roof and my truck paid off.
That's what I'm saying.
How expensive of a truck you got?
Well, $40,000. I owe like $30,000 left, or $27,000 left on my truck, and a metal roof for my garage and my house. That's another $70,000, I bet.
Okay, so what are you doing with the leftovers?
I don't.
What are you doing tomorrow night?
I'm gonna. I'm about to make another $100,000 if you're interested.
Yeah, $100,000 is a lot of money.
It is a lot. That is a lot of money. But he said $1 million. He said $1 million.
Yeah, no, he said that was the going question on the flight line back in the day. $1 million is no question. You're doing it. What's the least amount that you're taking?
Okay, the least
$1
amount.
million isn't even a lot of money these days.
No,
it's a lot of money to me.
But
No,
you can.
it is to us.
You can
like
pay off
in the scheme
whatever
of
you
things,
want
it's
and
not.
invest the rest of it and you triple that just off one BJ.
Yeah.
Fuck it, dude. I'd forget it tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'd be like, how'd you get that $1 million? I won the fucking lottery.
I'd broadcast it live on Facebook.
You go home and you drink yourself a beer.
There's lots of dudes now on Facebook.
Wouldn't even care.
Oh, my account got suspended.
And I'd start
I'm
doing
up to
this
$3
with my $1 million.
His account got suspended for 4 days or whatever it is for fucking improper
Facebook jail.
Yeah, Facebook jail. What is it? 3 days still?
So I don't
5
know.
days?
I don't know.
The least amount is $1 million.
How much?
$1 million.
$1 million
It's a million to do it. $1 million. Yeah, the least amount is still $1 million.
You're pathetic.
As long as the dude was clean, I'd probably do it for 10.
I'd do it with a smile on my face. Be so happy. $10,000. I don't know. $10,000. Come on.
Dude,
10 grand.
much.
10 grand. I can do some damage with 10 grand.
It cost us It cost me and Carissa to take the family on a vacation $10,000 every year. Sorry, I'm not doing it.
I mean, that's a free
That's
vacation.
a vacation.
That's $10,000 extra in your pocket that you don't have to spend now. I don't know.
Yeah.
Jay's kind of persuading me. I might be in it for $10,000 here.
Oh, like 10 grand. That's a big investment into something too.
Yeah.
Especially if there's a good return.
What? AIDS drugs?
You could put $10,000
podcast, motherfucker.
You could put $10,000 into a high interest bank account, and at the end of the year, you'd have $15,000.
Ain't doing it.
Saying.
Ain't doing
You
it.
buy
Million-
land.
The next
Buy
one, maybe you
land.
got like $22.50, and then that's 2 vacations for you. And you only had to suck one dick.
One clean dick.
Yeah, it's all in the hypothetics of the question, because if you just assume,
Let's say this guy just got done plowing some dude in prison, and he's like, "You gotta suck my dick for $1 million. Are you still sucking that dirty dick?"
Absolutely not.
oh, here we go with Mr. Morality again. Yeah, I'm doing it. $1
Kyle's
million.
looking the corn nuggets off
Yeah.
of it. He's like,
Yeah.
You're
"Look at
sucking
that."
dick covered dick.
Listen, I'm lifting up the whole shaft, and I'm getting under there. Oh, you got some down here? The whole time. Without a doubt. $1 million, Nick? Are you serious? $1 million bucks.
He's picking the corn off.
Yeah.
Well,
I got pube there. Hang on, let me get back at her. $1 million bucks. Cash. Tax-free money.
I'm not sucking dick out of prison.
You are 100%. If somebody puts $1 million in cash in front of you and says all you got to do is suck this dick and you got it, you're doing it. I don't care. You might say in your head, but when you see that cash in life, in person, $1 million, you're doing
$1
it.
million is a lot. Have you seen Mr. Beast videos?
Yeah, he spends millions
$1
in.
million cash is a lot of fucking money.
It is a lot.
Granted, he probably has a lot in ones. He
Nick,
probably
you
has
would-
a lot of that.
Nick, you would never pay for a vacation ever again.
There's limitations to this deal with the devil. This dude gets done plowing into, freaking sexy Bo Jackson or whatever. I'm not gonna freaking no, absolutely not.
I mean, I'm
Slobbing it
100%, without a doubt.
like Kobayashi.
I don't even. Yeah,
Kobayashi.
I'll tell you what, I would probably do it, but there has to be time, love, and tenderness being played in the background.
all right. Whatever you want. I mean,
Michael Bolton.
it's your dream.
Michael Bolton in the background. You're like, hey, yeah, that's funny. How about this though?
Nick would get
about
rickrolled right in the middle of a song. It would just never gonna give you up. And he'd be like, "What the fuck? What then, Nick? Are you gonna do it then? Because you already got him up. He's from
Dude, I'm already going to be humming to whatever song's playing anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm working
I'll be like-
as a motherfucker.
Oh yeah, because you know what it takes.
Yeah,
Like, you know what
fucking
you
working
want.
fast, motherfucker.
When it's happening to you, you're like, come on, you can do better than that.
Come on.
So that same $1 million, Kyle. You
Yes.
taking that load?
Yes. Yeah, 100%.
Oh,
100. I'm doing all of it. 100% without a doubt. And Nick, you're lying too. You're
I'm
taking
not.
the load.
I am not.
I'm
No,
si-
there was
giving,
no finish. There was no finish.
It's implied the first time. You're not just gonna do
The
it for
first
3
time, how
minutes.
many fucking dicks are you sucking?
No, I'm
for $1 million?
saying like it's
Hey,
implied, like on the
does it
first
take?
on the first question. Like, would you suck a dick for? It's implied. You got to do it to finish.
There's
How would you feel if your wife did it for free, and then she just stopped right when you were like, oh, sorry, done.
Oh, but what I'm talking like
She
porno
does stop
style.
in the middle. That's when
You
I
get
know it's
something, and then you just finish it off with a fucking.
Oh no, I'm steaming dragging that shit. I'm shoving it all the way to the back, and it's coming out my nose for $1 million.
Fucking snot rocket. You're like,
Yep.
yeah. You're blowing cum bubbles out your nose. Like, what's going on?
yeah.
Farmer
Yeah.
blow?
Yeah.
You send that shit to the brewery afterwards?
I'm telling you flat out, if you're not doing a job for $1 million, I mean, you could think about, what it takes, or maybe you don't know what it takes, but you know what you want when you're getting that done. So you know what's in your head, and you know what you got to do. So this could be $1 million in 5 minutes if you really wanted it to be.
I think Jason would do it for not $1 million, but he would do it for.
He already said he'd do it for 10 grand.
I know, but
Hey, Grant.
he would do it for a Fitzmagic jersey. Is what he would do it for. To be honest.
Oh my god. I know you've listened to the podcast prior to joining this thing full time. Ryan Fitzpatrick. What kind of
Most
quarterback do you
underrated
think
quarterback
he
of
is?
all time. Most underrated quarterback of all time.
Ryan Fitzpatrick. Yeah, I saw that on the episode before I started.
Yeah.
I agree that he's good, not the most underrated quarterback of all time. I would probably, in my argument, would be Warren Moon.
Okay.
I would say he's probably the most underrated quarterback of all time. And the only reason I don't even put Fitzpatrick on that list is just because of the amount of teams he played on. Like if he was half decent, he would have managed to stay on one team for any length of time. But I agree that he's a good quarterback, and somebody
And
should
that's
have
what
picked
I
up
said.
on him. Somebody
That's
should have.
the exact argument right there. Is he played on too many teams?
Yeah,
I'm
and
in agreement with that.
that's because he wouldn't finish to completion.
Yeah.
Fine. I would probably do it for $10,000 and a Ryan Fitzpatrick jersey.
Take credit to the Ryan Fitzpatrick too.
Cutting yourself short there.
Yeah. I think you're getting the wrong end of the deal there.
Yep.
Well, Matt Rife said it. So he was at one of his shows. Did you see that?
No.
They're like he was like, "What's giving birth like?" And the lady's like, "Anal," and he's like, "Anal." He's like, "Come on." Every guy in here is taking a big shit, so I think I can take it.
Took
Okay.
the day.
Okay.
Took the day. I had to do a tape measure.
Are you taking it in the butt for $1 million?
Fuck no.
Yeah.
You're stupid. You are the dumbest person I know. I'm bouncing on it for $1 million. And on top of that, as when he's about to finish, I'm getting off and I'm sucking him off. I don't give a shit. $1 million? That is the single hand. I'm doing anything that doesn't put me in prison for $1 million.
I'm not
Standards.
getting it raw.
You gotta
Oh,
go more
yeah.
than
I'm biting a pillow.
Yeah, no raw.
Go in.
No,
Have at it.
no, you gotta lube it up a little bit, a little spit at least.
All right.
No dryness.
Whatever.
I'm probably sweating anyway,
Yeah.
because I'm like, oh, this is gonna suck.
I mean,
Yeah,
I feel like
I'm taking it from.
all you got to do is just relax a little bit, you know? Just relax and just tell them to take it slow at first.
You saw Deadpool, right? Just,
Yeah.
just relax. Happy National Women's Day. Nope.
Yeah. I can't even believe you, Nick. I can't.
No. I'm sorry. I have certain values.
Morals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's okay.
I mean,
You don't
we're
have
looking close to like 10 million for me to just freaking go prison rules. Sorry.
$10 million.
10 million.
I mean,
For
what?
10 million?
How much that's how much I value my chocolate starfish. All right.
For 10 million, I'd let fucking like 10 dudes run a train on my ass.
Yeah, 10 million. Yeah, $1 million a dude.
He had to mute. He's like,
My wife just says she wants me to come and
I'm
talk
gonna-
to her.
dirty.
Just kidding.
That's dirty.
I'm gonna.
How long have we
come.
been recording?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't. It doesn't
gonna
tell.
come.
It doesn't tell me.
I'm gonna come. Don't come. I'm gonna come.
She
That's just so
stepped into the wrong conversation.
Donald Trump. Did you see that shit? Don't come. I'm gonna come.
Okay, do you think he's going to be reelected just on the anger of 75 million people?
No.
I-
Trust
You
me.
know what pisses
We all
me-
want it, but
If he gets
speaking of
reelected, you can and say it's close again. Say it's 75 million to
It's gonna be
74.
close.
Can we honestly say that there's a probably good chance that the first election probably was there's a few dead people who probably voted?
yeah,
I mean,
100%.
So it was funny on Twitter. This Lips of TikTok. There was this trans person who's obviously, if you look at the video, what is a male transitioning to a female, but has the hideous fucking mustache on the upper lip. and I just commented on that. I'm like, nice mustache, dude.
I was thinking about this over the weekend, and it's only because Krista had me watching a Taylor Swift documentary on Netflix, Miss Americana or
Oh
whatever.
my god.
Okay.
I would have fucking fell asleep.
Here's the deal.
You're a Swiftie?
At the end of that movie, at the end of that docuseries, is when she kind of started voicing out, like, "Hey, I'm going to get all involved in politics and blah blah blah," and she had a couple like, trans people on there. One of them had a fucking full-grown beard. If you want to call yourself a female, shave your fucking face off. Don't sit there and claim to be a fucking girl and you're walking around with a fucking full-blown beard just because you're wearing a fucking dress.
Oh, that's a pot calling the kettle black right there. You're a lady and you got a beard.
Listen to me. I'm not the one saying I'm going to take it in the ass with 1 mil. All right.
Speaking of which,
Yeah,
No Shave November is coming up. You gonna rock it this year?
Yeah, I'm starting already. Right here. I have to.
Yeah.
So maybe even next week it might be a little bit more defined. But yeah,
How long does it take you to grow a mustache?
it takes me a while actually. I think it's just the way my upper lip is angled. It kind of like does like a half circle type deal thing. So it takes a while for it to be able to grow over and start to like fall.
Mm.
So I don't have a good.
That's how mine. That's how mine started. It's like straight out before it fucking comes out.
Dude, keeping a mustache trimmed is fucking stressful.
It
It's
is.
stressful out, man.
It fucking pisses me off too when it gets too long and it starts like I'm sitting here with my mouth closed and it's just fucking hitting my lip and I'm like,
Yeah,
I hate it.
I usually get like 3 months in and I just get irritated with it and I just shave it off.
it's even worse in the wintertime when your fucking nose starts running and you just get like snot hanging out in this thing and then it defrosts when you walk inside. You're like, oh, this is fucking stupid.
So
Yeah,
go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
See, the only thing I really don't like about it is like at work, like I sweat all the time. It could be negative 10 degrees outside and my vest holds in all my heat. So like even my mustache, it just sweats all the time. So like if it is really cold outside, I'll get out and that thing will just crisp up. It's just a solid block of ice.
Yeah, last winter I actually had like icicles hanging off my beard. I was like, this fucking sucks.
Did you say icicles or mansicles?
Icicles.
Pretty sure he said mansicles.
I said
It's only
icicles.
for $100 million.
Just because you're thinking about your rapper named Tin Dicks, I can't help it.
10 dicks, $10 million.
Yeah.
Woo-woo!
Ballin'.
$10 million. You know where I'll be? Anywhere I want.
On vacation.
On vacation.
What happens if you blow through that 10 million because you're like you invest
I'm
in
smarter than that.
Listen,
you
even if I blew through it, I'm finding another
You
10
just suck
dudes.
another 10 million.
you find another 10 dudes.
Yeah.
Find another 10 rich dudes. No, I'm smarter than that. I'm going to invest a whole bunch of it.
Dude,
I
it's
At least $5 million.
chest down. My chest hairs, it's like fucking crazy, man.
At least $5 million. I'm investing at least $5 million.
Me and Lauren talk about this all the time. Like, if we won the lottery, what would we do?
I'd open up a fucking Topgolf for one.
That's not a bad idea.
There's
no
They're
Topgolfs
expensive.
around here.
They're expensive, like to build. Jennifer and I looked into it to build one around here, especially by base. I think it'd make a fucking killer.
Oh, it'd fucking kill.
Yeah. But like just the base is like $1 million. You have to have $1 million in liquid assets.
Oh my god. So
I-
the town next to us, they had an opportunity to put one in our area instead of driving down to Denver to play it. The city council voted no, or all the residents voted no, because they have a height restriction on buildings in the town over. And
You have to travel 2 fucking hours in either direction, Oklahoma City or Dallas, to go fucking Topgolf. So our rationale was if we brought one here, how many fucking people would travel 2
Yeah.
hours to come here?
Or
Because you
even
got all those
even the
people from like Amarillo and shit coming this way.
we got to figure that's probably everybody from everywhere is. I mean, I could tell you. I don't even think. I think the closest one we have is Baltimore. That's about a 2.5 hour drive. So realistically speaking, that I'm not the only one that suffers from that because there's probably one up in New York somewhere that's a 2 hour drive away. But your demographic that you're looking at is going to be the hour drivers.
Yep.
So
Well,
so you,
well,
do we want to
just
travel an hour to Oklahoma City or do we want to travel an hour to Wichita Falls
probably Oklahoma City because it's better.
because of the casino? I get it.
The Black Hawk. I'm sorry.
10
You
mil?
just say Black Hawk.
10 million?
Nick wants his cock meat sandwich.
One of my favorite lines in Modern Family is when Cam is saying Black Hawk, and he's like, Black Hawk. Oh yeah, I hear it now.
Big Dick Barry.
Oh.
They make Big Dick Barry light switch covers.
Did they really?
Yeah, so like you can turn it up and down.
Ah,
Oh, I think
I
I'm
love-
gonna.
You should put that.
I think I'm gonna
You
purchase
should put that in your
the.
bathroom.
I think I'm gonna do the. Like pay for the subscription on. Stand by. I think I'm gonna pay for the subscription on.
is it Dix RS?
No, on Discord here. And on the next video, I'm gonna customize my background. It's gonna be Big Dick Barry, and his dick's gonna be hidden by my head.
He's just like this. $1 million.
You look pretty good.
Yeah.
That was pretty good, Nick. I think you could knock it out real quick. Be the fastest $1 million you ever made.
I just don't shake my ass for anybody though. That's the problem.
That's fine. I mean,
The meatloaf! We want it now!
I just got a soundboard volume check. It said adjust your soundboard, crank your soundboard volume up or down. What the? Why did they do this? Why does Discord send up random freaking pop-ups that says, "Hey, you should adjust this sometime"? I don't fucking care.
That's what that guy is. That's a whole fucking meatloaf. Meatloaf!
I wish it would tell me how long we've been at this.
Jason, what?
We can kill it.
Yeah, I mean, anytime you want
Wrap
to.
it up.
That don't matter to me. I don't care. I just like it'd be nice to keep it at. So like I was doing a bunch of research and on YouTube videos
An
and
hour.
Facebook videos, yeah, there's more. You have a better chance of somebody watching an entire video if you keep it under an hour.
We're over an hour.
We are way over.
Yeah, I agree.
But
We are
you could
way
take
over
enough-
it.
you could take whatever is over, and we could drop it on YouTube as a short because shorts are killing it on YouTube. When I watch the streamers, that's the one thing that they always say for people that are like, "Hey, I'm thinking about getting into this. What do you recommend?" And they say, "Dude, shorts are killing it right now. Like quick little 10-minute videos."
Yeah, that's because fucking you look at TikTok. That's why TikTok is so fucking
Yeah. Do you,
So
guys-
just take-
short attention spans.
do you have
just take-
TikToks?
No,
We don't.
I do. It's addicting. Don't do it.
No, I have TikTok as a viewing platform, but like our Grog Bowl podcast doesn't have.
But we should look into it.
Yeah, you're right. It'd be better if we were all together though. But you can put shorts on there. Can you upload videos?
Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll just I'll go on YouTube and I'll take like
Yeah.
1 minute.
You know.
I'll screen record. I'll take a screen recording of our conversation of would you suck a dick for $1 million? Right there's our first short.
You suck a dick. I've been in a bad suit all day.
Really seals in the flavor.
It's very healthy.
I was a boy. Now I'm a bat.
Dude, I was fucking rolling the other day when we just did that short little fucking 5 minute record session. It just test this out and it worked. And I was like, oh my god, this shit is so fucking funny. This is probably one of the most fun episodes we've done in a while, where it's just
So this is what it needs to be every time, and that's why I told Chris and Cindy, I was like, we're branching out.
fucking dick.
We like our chemistry together. We like the way we play off each other.
Yeah, it's fun. I like it.
Yes. Fucking dick for a million. He would be like, I'm Bruce Wayne. I'm a millionaire.
So at the end of this, Jay, you no longer have to say grog out.
Drunk out.
I mean, if you
It
want
is a
to,
good.
if you want to say it, you can, but it's just going to be.
Here's
short
the
to-
No, I won't.
When we
I
get done,
won't, because you got the least you know thing going on.
yeah,
It took me a second to figure out that you put grog out at the end of that.
I feel like on the 7-second video though, it was probably. But I feel like if somebody's tuned in this long, what's another 1 second? Because that's all it was. 1 second clip of you just saying grog out. That's what took me the
Grog
longest.
out.
Was trying to figure out how to get that clip in there.
Should I slow it down? Grog out.
No, this is fun. I'm glad you guys invited me on to do
Yeah,
this.
no, it's good.
this is gonna be great.
Oh. Well, we can end it for this week.
Sounds good.
All right. So, any closing remarks? Your first official episode.
Yeah, Nick's pretty dumb.
Thank you.
not sucking it off for $1 million.
You just suck it. It would take him 100 million.
I might even go to jail for 100 million. I may. I don't know. That's a lot of money.
It depends.
Like, yeah,
Depends on-
the sentence term. Yeah, I'm not going to jail for 20 years for $100 million. That ain't worth it. But
You want Butterfinger, larceny or something?
yeah, maybe. I mean, like maybe 1-2 years. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I'll take a plea deal.
6 months with good behavior.
Yeah. I mean, look at our brother. He got out on good
2
behavior.
years. He did what? He was what? 4 years and got 2.
5 years and did 2. Yeah, did 3 years
Yeah,
parole.
5 years. Yeah. 1 year on how it is. Shout out Maya.
I'm doing a lot of Amazon purchasing with my $100 million.
Yeah, you getting a mic? You getting a proper mic?
I mean, listening back to it, I sound better than you guys do.
Yeah, probably so.
Did you already stop recording?
No, we're still going.
That's right. Anyway, we'll close it out. Oh, for the Gargoyle, I am Jason.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Kyle.
All right. Grog out.